Hi, this is Peter the Talking Dog. I'm Ken Melvoin-Berg.
And I'm SunnyMegatron, and we are here today to talk to you about prostate massage. We do lots of fun, crazy stuff. We always like to try new things. We are both very familiar with prostate stimulation. We do the blowjob with the little finger, but we had actually never gone as far as to do a true full prostate massage or prostate milking. So we sat down this afternoon to try it out.
Now, we did a really quite a bit of research before we started to do this, just to make sure that we were going to do everything in the safest, sane way possible. I'm a little bit tight down there, so that's one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I was very relaxed. So we started off with Sunny giving me a little bit of a massage, and she actually learned how to give a lighter massage than she normally would because she likes heavier massages herself. It was hard for her to go the opposite direction because at first she was dragging her hand so hard across my legs that it was actually pulling some of the hair. I'm like, whoa, 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 hairy bear here, let's chill out. So she was lightened up, and then that relaxed me quite a bit. And then in between, give me a little hand, Joe. Before she went right down to the nether regions to go start the prostate massage. Now, we got everything set up in the bedroom, put a towel under me, got lots of lube. For something like this, I always prefer a water-based lubricant for any kind of anal play, especially one that is, of course, paraben-free and glycerin-free. Those are both pretty important things to do whenever you're using a water-based lube. And I had her lube up her finger, and she just started up just playing a little bit about the inside and switching back and forth between playing with my ass and then giving me a little bit of a hand job. And then she started to increase with my direction.
I, as the giver, was a little apprehensive. First of all, it was really important that he gave me lots of direction and communication. Okay, just a little bit there, don't go too, ouch, that hurts, you know, that sort of thing. Because I am used to anal play. I like to peg boys in the ass. I like anal myself, but as he was saying, he's a little bit tighter and more sensitive, so I didn't want to hurt him. So communication, direction, very, very, very important. As I went in, I used my middle finger because even though I have crazy long Arsenio Hall fingers, just from prior experience, I know I have to go pretty far in. My first finger isn't going to cut it, so I use the middle finger, gloved, lubed up, more lube than you think you need.
In fact, that's one important side note here. There's no such thing as too much lube when it comes to anal play.
Absolutely.
Waste it if you need to. Just make sure that you get completely lubed up inside and out.
So I went in very slowly, and he directed me. He said, do this slow. You can go a little faster, or don't go that fast, that sort of thing. When you're looking for the prostate, I've read in some accounts say, oh, it's as big as a walnut. No. It's either like a large pea size or maybe kidney bean-ish size. And if, let's say, Ken's in front of me laying on his back, his legs are coming in this direction towards me. If I go into the butt and go upwards, and I had to get my finger pretty much all the way up in there. You feel upwards towards the anterior wall, which is towards the belly button. You'll feel that little lump. When he's not near orgasm, it's kind of nondescript, and I almost missed it. It was hard to find. I was like, I think that's it. That's the only thing in there that resembles lumpiness. And then he told me, yeah, that feels good. I think you got it. And when he was near orgasm, that thing swelled up. It was still pretty small, but it was big, round, and hard, like you wouldn't believe. It was kind of cool.
So she continued working on me as the video was going on, so we were watching some porn, she was doing that, and this is really important. Directors, when you're doing your porn, don't fucking talk. Okay, nobody gives a shit what you have to say. We want to hear the actors, we want to see the actors. We don't care if the director tells people to arch their backs or stick their tits out.
Arch your back, baby.
Not important. So we continue watching the porn. I had a great, amazing orgasm. One of the things that she did, though, as I mentioned, it's really important to switch back and forth, give a little bit of a hand job, and then do a little bit of the anal play. And then, guys, when if you're on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being an orgasm, when you're at an 8, at that point you want to start getting the hand job or blow job, and you want to get the prostate milked at the same time. Now, what I asked her to do was go lighter on the hand job that I normally like and increase the speed of the massage. That actually felt good for me. It may be different for other guys, but that was good for me. I had my first orgasm, and then we cleaned up. She went to the bathroom for a minute, and then watching the video for a couple more minutes, literally 2 to 3 minutes later, I started masturbating again because I was aroused in a way that I hadn't been before. My refractory period was a lot faster. I had gotten up again, and she came in. She was kind of doubtful that I was going to come again.
Yeah, I was like, I saw him playing with himself. I was like, yeah, right, that's not going to work. But it did. It did.
5 minutes later, it was one of the most intense orgasms I've felt in my life. It was absolutely amazing. One of the things is that afterwards, by the way, the first orgasm, when that happened, it was I would say about a tablespoon worth of seminal fluid, as was the second orgasm 5 minutes later. Now, normally you have that once. The second time you have an orgasm, usually it's about half the quantity of the first, and then it gets a little bit less, and so on and so on. Now, one of the things that I do as a benefit to myself is I do male Kegel exercises with my PC muscle. Guys, in order to exercise your pubococcygeal muscle, this does two things that are benefits to men. One, it helps increase penile control when you have an erection. So one of the things that you can do to increase this is take a wet washcloth, put it over your erect penis, and then bounce the penis up and down. That's your PC muscle that actually allows you to do that. The same muscle, coincidentally, which squeezes your butt cheeks together and causes your pee to start and stop. So one of the exercises that I do is I make my urine stream start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. This gives you greater control over your penis, and it gives you bigger, more powerful orgasms. This, added on top of the prostate milking, literally gave me one of the best orgasms of my life. It was absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you enough.
Hey, I wanted to add in, it's really important if you aren't familiar with anal play, it is not a na. It was pretty much, yeah, you can go in, but you're like, don't pull out. You don't want to do this. And when you get in and you hit the prostate, it wasn't even like when you play with the G-spot, it's like a forceful up and down. It wasn't like that. It was kind of a circular massage. I just did this.
It was like a cum hitter with your finger.
Yeah, and a very, very massagey kind of, just that little tip. That's really all it was.
Now, briefly, I'm going to talk about the after effects of having the prostate milked or massage. The first thing is that I felt as though it was something that was emptied, that was full for a long time, that I'd never really realized was full. It's almost like, waiting for an hour after the time when you need to urinate and you have to pee really bad, and suddenly you hit a toilet and you're like, oh my God, everything is so amazing when you get to urinate right then and there. Or guys, if you've ever had blue balls before, which pretty much all of us have, and you have a lot of semen stored up in your testicles, suddenly you're either masturbating or you're having sex and all of that gets released. It really is like opening a floodgate, and that empty feeling is something that's very positive. I also felt as though it was easier for me to go to the bathroom. I felt almost looser in my entire abdomen, and my mood was elevated, not just from the orgasm, but I actually felt a lot better. It was something that I didn't know needed to be done. And I know for a lot of guys this is a sensitive area, because if you're a straight guy, there's a lot of stigma about doing anything with anal play. But just, guys, remember, it's who you are loving and who you are in love with. It's not what you're doing to your body that makes you gay or not. So that's important to remember. And furthermore, who cares whether you're gay or not? But if that's something that's a concern with you, don't let that get in the way of your pleasure. Don't be Rick Santorum. Don't be Captain Frothy.
Yes. One thing I think that's important to note, in this video, we are telling you more about our experiences and little nuances as a companion piece to this video on my blog. I'm going to give you a bunch of links and different videos that get into specific technique that you can use for prostate milking. But one thing that's important to note is that prostate milking is recommended by doctors. It's an actual health benefit, and it's not recommended by doctors because they're a bunch of horny bastards who want people to stick fingers in their butts. it really does have benefits. And I think that it was surprising to me, and I think surprising to you too. Afterwards, he's like, wow, oh, I feel this and I feel that, and this is so weird, and I wasn't expecting to feel all of these health benefits. He said he felt healthier, like he did something good for his body. Thanks so much for watching. Please, if you like what you saw and you heard, subscribe to my videos. There's a little subscribe button either down in this corner or that corner somewhere, I'm not sure. But down there's a subscribe button. If you're on Twitter, fan me on Twitter. I'm SunnyMegatron. Fan him on Twitter. He is Psychicken, PSYCHICKEN on Twitter. You can also fan me on Facebook, SunnyMegatron. Absolutely visit my blog, SunnyMegatron.com, where, as I said, you can learn a lot more about prostate milking. Also, Ken and I are adult sex educators, and we teach various sex ed classes all across the country. So on my blog, I have a calendar with all of the classes that we teach and events that we host. Come out, check it out, come see us. And?
Thank you. I am Ken Melvoin-Berg.
And I'm Sunny Megatron. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go stick your fingers up people's butts. Yeah! Thumbs up your ass. All right.
It used to be 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. This is just 1 in the stink.
One in the, yes. I was like, it is pink.
And it's the stink.
And brown, and it's stinky. Okay.
Can never say testicle. Can never say giggle. Can never say giggle. Balls. Yeah.